First, there is an opportunity. Then comes the betrayal. It is 20 years later, and we return to the remaining 4 friends from the original Trainspotting movie. The small town they once lived in has grown and changed along with the world, yet our 4 characters are very much the same, merely older. It is with these added 20 years that each character must face the reality that although they are not the young men they once were, they also are not the great men they had hoped they would become. Each find themselves trapped, living the life very much the same as they had. And only once they are reunited and come to grips with the failures of their lives do they begin to heal and move forward. It is a rare thing to see a film that so successfully recaptures the original feeling, and yet is still able to bring something fresh and new to the narrative as well. T2 TRAINSPOTTING 2 is that movie. It is a great movie that flawlessly picks up 20 years after the original, bringing back scenes from the first movie through flashbacks, the use of original and old songs. Ewan McGregor and Jonny Lee Miller do most of the heavy lifting in this movie, but the entire cast does a brilliant job. This movie is more than a coming-of-age story, much more than the first one was. This one is a story of acceptance and forgiveness, a movie of friendship in all its forms. Ewan McGregor returns, along with Jonny Lee Miller, Robert Carlyle, and Ewen Bremner in the returning director's film, Danny Boyle's film, Trainspotting 2, T2.
Hello, Mark. So what have you been up to for 20 years?
Choose life. Choose Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and hope that someone, somewhere cares.
Missed you, man. I missed you too, Spud.
Choose looking up old flames, wishing you'd done it all differently.
Do you still take heroin?
No. And choose watching history repeat itself.
Hello, Franco. Simon. I'm home.
Choose your future.
Call the police.
What shall I say?
Just tell them we're dead.
Choose reality TV, slut-shaming, revenge porn. Choose a 0-hour contract, a 2-hour journey to work, and choose the same for your kids, only worse. And smother the pain with an unknown dose of an unknown drug made in somebody's kitchen. And then, take a deep breath.
Aloha! This is Trinidad, your Island Man, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii, here on the island of Oahu, bringing you the best movie reviews on the whole island. Yes, this is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man. And Friday I went ahead and I saw Trainspotting 2, T2. And as I had just described and what you've seen from the trailer, I have to say that it is a fascinating, well-directed, well-acted movie. It's hard to admit that it could be better than the first movie, but I find that it is. But it's only because the first movie was so good that this one is able to stand on its shoulders and far exceed the first one. Well, in case you didn't know, remember our rating scale? This is Shaka thumbs up. It's good to see. I recommend the movie. Shaka thumbs down. It's bad to see, or it's junk. I don't recommend it. And from what you've already guessed, it's a strong Shaka thumbs up for Trainspotting 2 T2. Like I said, I saw this movie at the Carlyle Mall. Right now it seems to be in limited release, so that's the only artsy theater that it's at right now here on Oahu. Definitely well worth full price. I paid $9 during the matinee for this movie, and like I said, it was well worth it. I was not dissatisfied in the least. And I believe that whatever the price you have to pay for this movie, you should definitely see it. Hopefully it'll go into wider release and hit more theaters within a week or two. If not, you know, that's going to be a terrible shame. I really feel that this could actually be an Oscar contender, and I hope it is, because it needs the recognition. You know, it has a cult following from the first movie. I had only seen the movie about a month ago, once I had known that Part 2 was coming out. And let me say, I'm sorry I missed the boat 20 years ago. But, you know, 20 years ago, just like our characters, you know, things have gone on in my life. I was in a different place back then. Go see Trainspotting 2, strong shock of thumbs up, whenever and wherever you can. All right, thanks a lot. This is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, giving a strong shock of thumbs up to Trainspotting 2. Aloha.